Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Live Dive. I'm Ace Andrews, obviously, and I'm excited to be here tonight. Before we dive into what we're going to talk about tonight, I do want to go over just a couple of quick announcements. Obviously, this Sunday is the big Sunday, the big day. It'll be our first college and career The Bridge Sunday school class, 10 a.m. sharp. At the gym mezzanine, of course, on the campus of the First Free Will Baptist Church of Tampa. I'm excited for that, but I'm even more excited for what we're going to be doing after the evening service on Sunday night. We'll be having pizza. And not only will we have pizza, we'll have some games, and I'm already working on trying to do a nerdy movie quiz. A nerdy movie quiz. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But let's go ahead and dive right into what we want to talk about tonight. You probably already know that we talked about our theme of the week on Tuesday. And of course, our theme of the week is loyal love. Loyal love. And of course, we're covering the book of Ruth through loyal love. And we talked about it again on Tuesday. One attribute of loyal love is being there for someone at their low point, just as Ruth was there for Naomi at her low point. If you remember Naomi at this point when we left off, she had lost her sons, she had lost her husband, and she had nothing. And she was at the lowest point of her life. And we saw in Ruth chapter 1, verse 16, the very famous vow that Ruth gave to Naomi, basically saying, wherever you go, that's where I'm going. I'm not leaving you. I'm sticking by you through thick and thin. And I thought, that's a very important aspect of loyal love. But there's another aspect, another attribute of loyal love that I want to talk to you about tonight. And believe it or not, I can't believe I'm actually quoting this guy, but Nicholas Sparks. A lot of the girls, any of the girls that are listening or watching this right now, you know who I'm talking about. Nicholas Sparks is a very successful romantic novelist. He's written all sorts of romance novels. A lot of them have been turned into movies, but this is what he said about love. He said, in a nutshell, loving someone is about giving, not receiving. And that thought really struck me because I totally agreed with it. But I'm going to take it a step further. Loyal love is about giving, but not just giving, but it's about giving without expecting anything in return. Loyal love is about giving without expecting anything in return. And if you think about it, Ruth displayed that. Because if we're at this point now, and if you have your Bibles, we're just going to look at one verse here in just a second, and it's Ruth chapter 1, verse 21. Ruth chapter 1, verse 21. Right leading up to verses 20 and 21, we see that Ruth has decided to go with Naomi back to the country of Israel, and not only go to Israel, but go to Naomi's hometown of Bethlehem. And when some of Naomi's old friends in Bethlehem recognize her, this is what Naomi says to them in Ruth chapter 1, verse 21. She said, I went out full, and the Lord hath brought me home again empty. Now that last word there, empty, is what intrigued me. The Hebrew word for empty is rekam. And rekam means empty condition, without cause, or vain. In other words, what Naomi was saying is not only am I empty-handed materially speaking, I don't have anything, I don't have any money, I don't have really any possessions. She's also saying I have nothing to offer anybody. I'm empty inside. I don't have anything to offer society. I'm useless, is what she said. And if you think about it, in that society back then, some people may have viewed her that way because she was a widow now. She couldn't have any more children. She was older. For some people, they would say, well, there's no use for Naomi. But see, that didn't faze Ruth. See, Ruth, through her vow, she gave her time, she gave her all of her effort, all of herself to Naomi and to help her out in whatever way she could, knowing fully well that Naomi had nothing to be able to offer back to Ruth. So Ruth helped Naomi knowing she wasn't going to get anything back. And that's something that I think as Christians we need to emulate. That's Christ-like, loyal love. Giving to somebody knowing fully well that you may not get anything in return. And so before I wrap up, I want to give you a call to action. I want to give you some motivation. It's something that I want to give you a very good opportunity, because there's an opportunity right in front of us to put our faith into action and to really start giving without expecting anything in return. And I'm talking about, honestly, what's going on in Texas and in Houston with Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey has gone through and completely devastated not only Houston, but a lot of other communities in the state of Texas. And so with that, of course, a lot of people are asking, how can we help? And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you some places where you can actually help the victims of Hurricane Harvey. Now, the first organization I want to point you to is Save the Children. Save the Children. Now, the people that are part of this organization, they're on the ground in Houston right now helping displaced families. So you can find out how you can give to them at SaveTheChildren.org. That's SaveTheChildren.org. Also, when you go shopping at Walmart, for every dollar you donate to Walmart, they're going to donate another $2 to the American Red Cross. So your $1 turns into $3, really. And if you feel like, you know what, I really don't have much money to give, well, you can maybe give your blood. Go to oneblood.org, oneblood.org, and you can actually type in your zip code wherever you live, and you should be able to find a red bus somewhere close to you where you can actually donate blood, and they're going to give that blood to the people in Houston, all those affected by Hurricane Harvey, because they're in desperate need of medical help right now. And the reason why I'm mentioning that to you is this. Think about this. It makes sense. Whatever you give, if you give a little bit of money, if you give blood, if you give your time somehow that you know you're going to be able to help the people there, you're not going to get anything in return from them. Think about it. Many of those people in Houston, many of those people in Texas have lost everything. They have nothing to offer you. And honestly, they're not going to give you anything because they don't know you. You don't know them. So you're going to give knowing fully well that you're not going to get anything back in return. And that is true giving. That's loyal love, Christ-like giving. And I'll go ahead and say this. Maybe Hurricane Harvey, maybe you won't necessarily give to that, but maybe there's something else that the Lord is laying on your heart that you know that you can give, whatever it is, your time, your resources, your money, whatever it is, you can give to it, knowing fully well you're not going to get anything back from it. Maybe the Lord's laying something on your heart about that, and I encourage you to take advantage of that. Take action. Look for opportunities this week and next week to give without expecting anything in return. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight's live dive. Be sure to look for us on Facebook at The Bridge, Twitter at The Bridge 813. You can follow me on Instagram at ace_Andrews. Also, we'll have a YouTube channel with all of the live dives as well. So this is an exciting time for all of us. Thank you so much. I'll see you on Sunday, not only Sunday morning, but Sunday night for our pizza party. So anyway, until then, have a good night. Be sure to also tune in next Tuesday for our next episode of Live Dive. But anyway, have a good night, guys. See you on Sunday.